Welcome back to the podcast. Brittany, how was your week?
Stressful, obviously. Yes.
So we're going to go find a new church.
I know it.
That's exciting.
I'm really nervous.
And they don't understand this at all, but like,
No, yeah. People out there.
she's been going for 33 years. I've been going for 36. He's been going for 44, 45, whatever it is.
She's been going for 20.
20. So
22.
to the same church.
I was
Yeah.
pregnant with Diane. He's 22 now. So it's probably been about 23 years.
Golly, that's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really scary, I think.
It's a little depressing.
It is, actually.
100%, yeah.
It
a
is.
lot of people
Struggle
are
like
upset
that.
over it. Yeah.
It is what it is, man. It ain't our fault.
I mean,
Yeah,
that's
it's-
all.
it's
That's
not.
all. Completely all y'all known. But
Yeah,
for like the last
100%.
22 years, that's all I've known.
Yeah.
My kids have grown up there. Y'all's kids have grown up there.
Yeah.
You know.
No.
It does make it more difficult when you're looking at, golly, like all of my kids grew up there.
Yeah.
Like we have 3 adults that have grown up there.
And our kids don't understand either. Like,
Mm-mm.
we told
What's
them we
going
weren't
on,
going Wednesday, and Abigail was like crying.
Like, bro, I miss my
Yeah.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's like,
So
that's
you'll get to
I mean, it's
see who
not
you
only
want to see.
family.
I know, yeah.
yeah.
Family, like
Yeah.
church family and family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's definitely really, really hard for even my kids. And it sucks that it has to come to this because,
I know.
you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
It's just
Petty.
petty.
well,
Yeah. Petty.
I had something else I wanted to say, but I can't say it. So,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, but it's
Yeah. It's
dumb, dude.
Yeah,
It
It
is.
really is.
It's
Yeah.
dumb.
It really is. Yeah.
It's because adults can't be adults.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
That's what it boils
Just
down
have an
to.
adult conversation and
Right.
get what you need to get out.
And
Come
move
to
forward.
a conclusion
Yeah, say
of
your,
what
yes.
you need to do.
Come to a conclusion, say your piece, move on.
Yeah.
It's that easy.
Forgive.
I mean,
like, that's
you
a
do
big
that in a
part.
marriage, right? I mean,
Yeah.
your marriage wouldn't work. Why
Yeah,
can't you
100%.
do that in your family, like a
Yeah.
family member who you're supposed to be close to?
Well,
Like I can't, like my sister, we had our issues growing up in childhood, and we fought like cats and dogs.
Yeah.
But when we became older and matured, she was my best friend. Like I
Yeah.
could not imagine my life without my sister. Like she helped me through some major times, and I helped her through some major times. And she's not here anymore. I'd give anything to be
Yeah.
able to call on my sister if I needed to, and
Yeah.
to think about not being able to do that, not being able to have that kind of relationship with your sibling is just,
Yeah. That's crazy.
I don't understand it.
And
I mean,
mom, like, I called my mom. She's crying because I'm not there. And
yeah.
you know what I'm saying? She's really depressed over that, too.
Right.
Like, I went
Well,
over
I
there
mean-
today. Yeah.
We're with our whole family in church,
Yeah.
and now we're all going to have to start all over, and
Yeah. It just is.
we may not end
Now-
up at the same place, you know?
Yeah.
I am ecstatic about the prospects.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No lie.
Excited about that.
I'm ecstatic about the prospects. And, like we were just talking about, there's a million churches in,
Yeah.
It's a lot.
in our town. So,
You got to be at least 2 good ones, you know what I'm saying?
at least,
Surely.
Yeah.
Surely.
yeah.
I want
And-
my kids to have
A little something.
Something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do
like
too.
they went to a church
Yeah.
and they had like a youth, like on Wednesdays there was a lot of focus on the youth, and they felt comfortable enough there to go and pray and cry, and apparently they didn't feel comfortable enough at our church to do that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And we didn't do a whole lot for the youth at our church.
Yeah.
And I want them to have something. I want them to have people they can be accountable to and friends that they can worship with. And
Yeah.
like, I want them to have something for
Yeah, no.
them, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
We were talking too, like, because it's just our kids, like, at that age group, really.
Yes.
yeah.
You know, they don't have, like,
Yeah.
they don't have
Right.
that.
No.
They don't have the friends in
No.
the churches and stuff.
Like all
so-
of the 3 big boys in my house grew up with a whole crap load
Yeah,
of
they
people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and me and Trey did too.
Yeah.
Like,
Right,
a
yes.
lot of us,
Yeah.
and it was just me and him. That
And now where are they at?
yeah,
Yeah, it's just me and her. That's it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's the only ones
Literally,
left.
me and Trey are the only ones left.
I know.
So
So we need to get them, they need to have something to where they feel like they're a part of something.
yeah,
Yeah.
You gotta have them. You gotta keep kids excited.
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
Jesus. Yeah.
I mean, honestly,
And like other kids can help them be held accountable for things. You know what I mean? Like to have a good group of kids that you go to church with,
Yeah.
that you can talk to and that you can hang out with and that are good,
Yeah.
like
People, like,
not examples because they're in the same age, but like,
just
What
like a
they're doing.
friend. Yeah.
yeah, just friends.
yeah.
Friends.
Friend in the church.
Yeah.
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 Because I feel like even like we did have that bunch of group like or whatever. Some of them were pretty crazy. I'm not gonna lie, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
like in high school though, like I never like we had this. What is that called? Where the
FHA.
yes. Like where they kind of went and like they did their own like little worship thing and it's like all the whatever. And I really like that, you know.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm glad.
But like kids in school nowadays, like you have, not all the kids go to church. Not
No.
all of them feel the same way, and they're going
Right.
to go in different directions and things
Yeah.
like that. But they need to have like a group of kids that they go to church with, or a group of kids that they can share in learning about God, and because not every kid nowadays feels like God is acceptable. Like they
Yeah.
there's so many temptations and so much going on that if they stay grounded and have like a support system in the church,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
their same age,
Yeah.
Yeah.
they would feel more comfortable
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you feel like there's no
worshiping
other
God.
kid in the world going to church,
Yeah.
you're never going to do anything about it. Yeah, I'm saying you're not going to talk about it. You're not going to do
Right.
anything.
And there's so much out there right now that can lead them in the wrong direction.
Right.
But if they have something that they can.
And just because you go to church doesn't mean it's not going to happen.
Right. No,
That's true.
no, that's true.
But-
that's true.
Yeah. Like y'all's group is 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
the people that you think that like you judge the most actually are probably doing the best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
No.
saying? Ain't that
Yeah.
crazy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I remember going with friends to like churches with them, and they would do these like weekends away in Pigeon Forge, and they would do church related stuff, and then they'd go shopping and do stuff like that. And that's stuff I remember to this day. Like,
Yeah.
And we did that growing up.
We
We
did
did,
it when we
that
was
a
younger.
little bit here and there because there was more of us
Yeah.
back then. But yeah, I want my kids to be able to do that kind
yeah,
of stuff
I want
too.
them to
Yeah.
have good memories about church,
Yeah.
not drama in the church.
Yeah.
You know? I don't want
100%.
them to be like, all I remember about church was fighting.
Yeah.
You know? I want them
But
to
it's
have,
like 90% family too. So
Yeah.
it's just like,
Yeah.
maybe it's time to see where else God is.
yeah.
Yeah, and that's what I told somebody. I was like I've been told pretty much my whole life. You're a tree planted by the water. You know what I'm saying? You can't move. You can't go nowhere else. You're not.
Oh, yeah.
God put you here. You gotta stay here until you die.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not true.
No.
It's not true.
No.
No.
And I feel like if God is everywhere, why would it matter?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You should be able to go to different church. Why do you got to be a member of
and
a
it's
church?
always a certain denomination you got to
Yeah.
be at. And
Why does even being a member of a church matter? Like
I'm thinking about going to Church of God.
all Christians are apparently
I grew up in Church of God, though. So.
together, right?
Yeah, I wasn't being funny.
I mean, we're open
Although
to
Brittany's
whatever.
laughing. I'm not.
I mean, if the Lord leads us there and we feel like that's where we need to be.
Yeah, the most place
What's the
that I feel the
difference
most
between
comfortable
Church
is
of
where
God and Baptist, though? Like,
I've never been to a Church of God.
I'm asking.
The only
So-
thing I know of that's different is Church of God a lot of times tend to speak in tongues, which we've been taught our lives is not right unless you
Yeah.
have an interpreter.
yeah.
And then in the Church of God that I grew up in, they were called the Holy Ghost, like receiving the Holy Spirit, slain in the Spirit. And people would like fall out, but that's not necessarily.
So for
How
me,
it-
But what if
Has
you get
to
up in
happen.
there and it happens? You know?
No, I want to
Right.
get hit in the head
Yeah,
and
I
see
mean,
what
if
happens.
people fall out, like they
I'm
would,
not kidding,
like, women
dude.
would be falling out on the floor, and they would
Right, I want to try all of it out.
Yeah, yeah.
with like a jacket because like
If you hit me in the head and I feel something and I fall out, I might be at that church forever, bro.
I know it. It scared me that I felt.
I went to a church once with a girl that I lived next door to, and I had grew up in Church of God. But when they were like hit you in the head and these people would fall out, I was like, no.
Really?
don't
I've
hit
never been to
somebody
one of
in the
those. I've
head
been
and
to-
fall out.
Oh, bro.
I've been to one where they spoke in tongues and it was pretty crazy.
We went to church.
Pentecostal.
We went to church somebody and they was hitting them in the head.
Really?
Those people's
I
falling out,
just
son.
don't
I was
think
like,
that you have to hit anybody in the head. You can go pray for the Holy Spirit.
I was
receive the Holy
looking at
Spirit.
Ashley, she was looking at me. I was like,
We're like, we're going to hell. In a handbasket. Just
Pray.
because what we've been
let's
taught.
pray.
Well,
What
like
we've been taught.
even
though.
me as like in elementary school, I went with one of my best friends to church one time, and it was like all speaking in tongues, and I feel like I didn't really know what speaking in tongues was at that time because I was too young, I guess. But it made me feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're not used to it, it will.
Yeah, so for me to feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
and I don't know if it's just like
What you've been
I've
taught?
been taught,
It's what
Are we
I think it's
brainwashed or
more-
not? I don't know.
or is
Right.
it because even as a young kid, I was uncomfortable with it? So is it just because it's not right, or I don't know
Yeah.
how to feel about that?
I wasn't uncomfortable with it growing up because I was around it. But like 22 years later, and you go to a church and that happens, you're kind of, and it may not be necessarily the whole speaking in tongues situation, more so than the pushing people down on the ground type deal, you know?
Yeah, I just
That was pretty awesome.
I like to see it anyway.
That makes me
I know where we can get
because
to
you
that.
don't have to
Steve?
push somebody in the head.
I've
for
been
you to
there
receive
before.
the Holy
We go
Spirit.
back.
I've received the Holy Spirit without being.
And their worship service, the
Yeah,
songs
me
and
too.
music at that place, bro,
Legit.
it was
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
I'm talking about up 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
Yep.
the one
I'm
that
not-
I went to
I
as
was
a
like-
kid, they were like running around worshiping Jesus. The speaking
Oh, the
in
church we
tongues.
went to, they were dancing.
Yeah, they were
Women
like,
dancing.
they were.
I started
dancing
feeling
in
like
the
this,
aisle,
bro,
and
like,
that was fun.
Yeah,
That
that
part was
Yes,
fun.
dude.
Yeah,
But
I
they
was like,
even
yeah.
had
You know what I'm saying?
interpreter.
Like
They
you're just
even had
getting
somebody interpret what was
I know,
supposed to
just
be
getting
said
amped up,
at the
son.
church we went
it's
to.
like, golly.
But it's just that whole
But
pushing somebody down. I
it was
just don't
weird
like-
when they started hitting people in the head. I don't know
Yeah,
about it.
I don't know about
Yeah.
that.
It was,
I feel like you have to be knocked
You
in
hit
the
me in the head,
head.
motherfucker. I'm gonna knock you down, boy. You
I
better
don't
hope to
feel like
God
you
you
have
do
to do
something
that.
to me, because if I don't, I'm gonna fucking punch you in the nuts.
At our church, I've gone to the altar.
what if
and
they
prayed
do it
and received
once
the
and
Holy
bam,
Spirit
you don't
and
fall
nobody
out and
had
they
to
hit
hit
you
me in the
again?
head.
That is-
So you
That's probably what happened.
don't pray for it.
That'd be some funny shit, wouldn't it?
You can receive
Beat
it
'em
without
up.
being
knocked
knocked
in
down
the
to the
head.
ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's the way I
What are you
feel, 'cause
doing,
I
bro?
helped him a lot,
It didn't work.
you
Stupid.
know, in church, but to be knocked in the head, I don't feel like I'd be like,
yeah, that you don't
it
have
just,
to be.
I feel like it would just piss me off. Like, why are you hitting me in the head, bro?
And it confuses a lot of people if they've never been around it. So, like,
100%.
you don't have to have that happen.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of people don't even believe in Jesus, period, or any of that stuff. So
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
they don't believe in it.
they might not
anyway.
relate to this, but like this is just our life. So
yeah,
Yeah, that's part
But
of
like,
it.
if somebody's not used to like our former church, like people would run,
yeah.
that freaks some people out
Yeah, I
too
know it,
because
yeah.
they weren't used to seeing that. Like,
Yeah.
Mhm.
that, I mean, that was
our
But
church used to be
Lit,
It used to be.
Lit.
often.
it used to be
Yeah.
awesome.
It
lit.
used to be.
Yeah.
And I've missed that for years and years
Yep.
and years. It's not been that way in a long time.
I know it.
That's it.
I think a lot of it has to do with just the amount of people in there.
That
And people
You
just
got a choir with 10 people in it. It's not
Yeah.
that good.
Yeah.
and we don't have. Well, I'm done. I'm done.
I mean, but we used to have several
I can't.
women shouting in our services.
I'm not trying to down it.
I know, yeah.
I went there for 44 years. That's not.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm here to do.
I wish it was
But-
together still and hopping and growing and
Oh,
all this.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that'd be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, that's
Me
what I
too,
wish.
yeah.
I don't want to leave,
No.
No, I don't either.
Heck no.
but I feel like what's best for my life
is that
and my
Yeah.
kids.
so we don't have to endure.
in your spiritual relationship with the Lord.
Yeah, 'cause I ain't-
not being hindered by,
Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, what's
Man,
going on. In
I think
the
it's going to be good though for us. I really do.
I do too.
Like in the end, it's going to be good for us. It may be uncomfortable trying to go visit different
Yeah.
churches every.
Yeah.
It's definitely going to be uncomfortable for me because I'm awkward. I'm social.
Let's just make a fun game out of it, though.
We will,
kinda. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? Don't
Yeah.
take it serious. Just go in there and don't even
Just keep it
expect.
up.
Don't have no
Yeah.
expectations.
No expectations. I'm going in every place with no expectations.
Yeah, don't prejudge. Just go in there and just don't even look at the people. Really, just see what it feels like.
You're
Yeah.
there for you. You're not there for them.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
100%.
You're trying
Yeah.
to make a decision as to where.
Yeah.
I would like to go somewhere where people don't know me at all.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people in this town. I can't
Yeah,
go
you can't
nowhere.
No, you're not
without
gonna be able to.
somebody. Yeah.
There's gonna be
So-
somebody you know.
Yeah, there will be.
But you know, if I feel like if I know less people, then
more
the less
helpful.
questions I have to answer or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's not even like bad. I'm just saying like I just don't. Well, didn't you go to
Yeah.
or
We're not
What are you
talking
doing
about
there?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's no point in downing them at all.
No.
No.
100%. I would never. I
No,
love
no, no.
everybody in that church.
Right.
yeah,
It's just,
the people that are still there,
It's
I
just
still love
not
everyone.
100%, yeah.
Yeah.
I love every single person in that church.
Yeah.
Like it's every.
And that's why it's so frustrating for me.
It's a person
Yeah,
journey
for real.
everybody.
It's so hard.
Yeah.
It makes it much harder when you actually love everybody that's there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People don't understand it. You're probably not going to understand
No.
it.
A lot of people don't. Some people probably do, but
Some people probably do, but
Sometimes it's just time to move forward.
Yeah.
yeah. And it's time for us,
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
I
is.
think
I
so,
mean,
yeah.
it
Yeah.
has been for a little while. I think.
it's the only opportunity we've ever had, really.
It is.
Yeah.
Where I didn't feel like I was obligated to do something.
Yeah.
For
Yeah, yeah.
like I had an obligation.
I mean, like
100%.
before, we
Yeah.
never even thought.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't even a
Let's go
question. I'm
somewhere
going
else.
nowhere
Yeah.
else. You know what I'm
I didn't have it. No, I've never had the option to find a place that fits me and my family.
saying? Yeah.
I've never had that option in my whole life. 44 years, never had that choice to go search out something different.
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
never had that choice
I have always wanted something
my
for our
brain.
kids, though. Our church.
in my brain, and I don't know if it's real or not, but in my brain, I didn't have a choice.
You had
know?
a choice. In
Yeah.
reality, you had a choice, but
You didn't
through
want to.
convictions, you didn't
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
choice. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't.
Through respect and through love, you didn't have a
Yeah,
choice.
I didn't.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's
We-
what makes it
I've
so
always
much harder.
felt like
it
You're
so much
somewhere,
freaking harder. Nobody gets
you
it though.
stay there,
Nobody will
you
get
know?
it.
no, they won't.
But in the end, I feel like now that I'm free of that, I'm like,
the
golly,
world is your oyster now.
bro.
I know it, man.
It makes me nervous, though. It really does make me nervous.
Yeah, it does
because
make
I
me
feel
too.
like I don't know. I guess we'll find out as we like try different things or whatever. But
Yeah, you will.
it's just, I don't know.
So the thing about it for me is like when people came to visit our old church, was you looking at them like,
No, I wouldn't.
No, huh? No.
No.
we're going to be those people?
You're going to
Yeah.
welcome anybody that comes.
And there's going to be a lot of more people than what we had, so it's going to be
Some
like
places,
even less evident.
some
probably.
places,
Yeah.
Yeah.
some places maybe, some places maybe less
Yeah.
people than what we had.
Some
Sure.
of the bigger churches are going to be busier, but
We could change a whole church's outcome if everybody decided to go to the same one.
yeah.
I know they'd be like, oh,
That would be funny. though.
Yeah, I've been praying for this. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real.
Yeah. 100%. Yeah.
If we all find the same one, I'm not saying that we would, but I'm just saying if that was,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
heck, dude. Some of these little tiny churches.
Yeah.
I went to a church one time that had maybe 4 people in there,
Really?
Yeah.
6 tops,
Yeah.
top 6 people, and that was because I was there visiting.
yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've been there, and then I've been at Catholic churches. You ever went to a Catholic church?
Mm.
I went for a midnight mass at a
I've-
Catholic church.
I've literally only been to
Because
our
they were raised
church
Catholic.
and like the camp meetings with Papa. I've never been to any. Well, I've been to church
Anything else?
with my neighbor when I grew up one time, but that's it, man.
I went to a Catholic church one time, and man, I'm gonna tell you something right now. You want to talk about a leg workout?
A leg workout?
Straight up, bro.
Like getting up and standing
Sit
up.
down.
You're standing up, sitting down, standing up, sitting down.
Yeah, yeah.
Really?
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
do these prayers that are like, "Oh, never leave me near
I don't know what
my
Catholic church I
Really?
went to, but
And they're like,
I didn't.
I was like,
Well, I never went.
sit
to
back down. You're like, oh, okay, stand back up. All right.
Really?
I just went to midnight mass. So I don't know what a whole.
It was
Catholic
lit,
church is
son.
Never been to a
like.
Catholic.
That's crazy.
We
I
did
think
communion.
several churches, but
Do they do it every service?
Oh,
Communion?
I mean, they did the service I was there. I can only assume, you know.
100% on your point of view,
It
right?
was from my side of it. Yes, they do it every service.
I would like to experience all the churches, though, for real.
Yeah.
I really would.
And because
do y'all feel like denominations matter?
Not to me.
I don't feel like they do.
I don't give a.
I feel like it's your relationship with the Lord. that matters. It's
Exactly.
not
Yeah.
the
I think
Couple-
that too.
Yeah.
because denominations. The only reason I say that is because just because
What you've
we've been a Baptist our whole life.
Yeah.
Every single person in that church believes different. Every single preacher that comes to the church believes different.
Yep.
So what does the denomination even matter?
I've been
Exactly.
to Baptist. I've been to Church of God. I've been to Presbyterian. I didn't feel comfortable in the Presbyterian church. No, everybody was nice. I just didn't like the service.
I got
Yeah.
you.
It was all on a piece of paper. It felt like it was just mechanical. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
and they,
What's
at the
the
time,
one that don't believe in music? No instruments, bro.
Ain't that the old style Church of God?
Is that Pentecostal?
No, it ain't Pentecostal.
No, Pentecostal, bro.
I've
They
never
get
been
on.
to a Pentecostal
They get
church.
lit.
I'm not
They
sure.
get lit.
Do they? That might be what I want to go to.
Pentecostal? Dude, the one time I ever went to one, they was just all in there running around, jumping up and down.
Nowadays, though, all like churches are trying to feed toward like what's in now. Like
A lot of
I
them
kind of
are.
feel like
Yeah.
one of the churches in our town
Relax.
that's really big.
Relax.
Seems like it's just toward what's going on now. Let's appease everybody and what they want.
Sure,
Yes,
that's going to be. We're going to find that in some places.
Yeah, 100%.
We're just
But it's like a huge church, and I just would feel more comfortable in a smaller church where they know who you are. Like if the preacher don't know who you are and don't pray for you, then it's kind of like you don't know my name.
Yeah.
welcome to the podcast.
Ah, shoot. I'm sorry.
Right enough.
You're fine. You're on it. What do you want?
I was going to tell, I thought Logan might be with you,
Yeah, he is.
but he is.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell him that he don't have to come and move the fireplace, that I got it moved
Was he supposed to come tonight or tomorrow?
whenever he could.
Okay. I'll let
But I
him know.
did it all by myself.
All right then.
Thank you.
Anything else?
That's it. I love you.
Hey, are you mad at Diamond?
No.
Okay. She called me today and she's like, "Hey, have you heard from Mom?" And I said, "No." And she goes, "Well, she's not responding to any of my texts. She might be mad at me." I said, "Well,
Yeah.
I don't know what she'd be mad at you for, but."
No, I ain't
She goes,
mad at
"Well,
her.
why don't you text her and see if she'll text you back?" And I said, "If I text her, I'm just going to be like, 'Hey, are you mad at Diamond?'"
No, she texted me she called me to tell me that Food City had sausage and bacon on sale because I like to go get it when it's on sale. Well, my phone was out here in the garage and I was in the house cleaning. So, yeah,
I assumed it would be something like that. Versus
yeah, I'm
being
not
mad at
one
Diamond.
to
Insecure.
Diamond,
carry my phone from one place to the other.
Diamond might have her feelings on her shoulders right now. I don't know.
I don't know why. Anyway,
I
no,
don't either. Brittany's got hers on her shoulders too.
I'm sorry, Brittany.
I love you, Donna.
I love you too, honey. More than you'll ever know.
Kurt's being a bully.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
Kurt.
I was being funny.
Kurt.
And Trey's agging it on.
Yes,
It was just a joke.
Ah,
It was just a joke.
it was just a joke. I love you.
I love you.
And I'll tell
Bye-bye.
Diamond y'all are fine.
I've talked to her.
Oh, okay, good.
Okay.
All right.
I love you, buddy.
Love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
It's gonna be exciting to hear like just different preachers and messages.
Mhm.
Really,
Yeah, I want, like you were saying,
like
like,
all about Philippi, but I feel like this is going to be like,
it might be.
it might be
It might
that we
be.
don't
I'm
know.
not, I'm not
Yeah,
all
we don't
about
know.
it.
That's what I just said. We don't need to prejudge.
I'm not. Oh, I'm
No.
not stimulated about any church. I'm
I don't-
not overly. I don't feel like
that
anything.
was his
I don't feel
It's
drawn
the
anyway.
first
Yeah,
pick.
don't.
He's been
That was
gung-ho
my
about
first
Philippi
pick
the
too,
whole
though.
time.
And it's crazy that we all felt like I felt that way. She did, and you did. I don't know about. Did you?
No.
You didn't like it.
I've said several different churches, but it was all
Yeah.
like, we're going to Philippi.
Just first.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
just-
think it's
We
just
gotta have a
because I
first.
felt that way. He felt that way, But
You
I
don't
want
think
to
that-
try
Before he even talked
different
to y'all, I
ones.
think.
Oh, okay.
I think
wasn't-
that
I don't feel like I was like that about it, but I mean,
Yeah. I want to try different
It didn't
ones.
feel like
I'm
he
a-
had even considered anything else. It was just like,
well, you can
Sunday
pick the
we're
next
going
one.
to Philippi.
You can pick the next one. Where do you want to go next, bro?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a bunch. Of
I
different
know,
ones.
yeah.
I've got
So
like,
Well, what's the first one you want to go to? We'll go to it 100%. Next
there
one.
was, what was
I mean, we can all change our route and go to the one that you picked this week if it
Yeah, we don't
changes
even
your
care.
mind.
Yeah,
I was just saying Philippi because it's close.
Yeah, it is
Mhm.
close. They
It's
But
started at
because
easy.
people
9:45.
probably go there.
Yeah, they
Harold
do.
might know a lot of
It's,
people.
Yeah.
I think that's for
The Sunday school.
Sunday school,
And then
but
10:15 for the regular service, I think. Is what
yeah,
it is.
I would have to look at
Yeah.
that again. But yeah,
10:15.
10:15 is the regular
Might be too
service.
early.
It's 10:45.
But if we
I
don't
thought it
go
was
at 9:45,
10:45.
like what if the kids miss something and like they have?
Is it
something-
Sunday school for kids?
Grace,
or
I
like-
think it was 9:45 for Sunday school, 10:45 for the Sunday service.
Right,
like
let's-
the morning
I think I thought it was 10:15.
Let's settle this down and
I
we
might
can
have
talk
to
about this
look, but-
tomorrow. You want to?
Yeah.
Grace Point was, I think, has like a youth thing.
So Grace
for
Point's
like
where
the
you wanna go?
younger kids. Well, I mean that's one.
The only
I
thing
wanna
that I
check
want
out.
is
I
good
don't have to
music,
go right
dude.
now.
I want good music. I want good. I don't want no shitty singers. I just want.
Right.
I want good music.
But think
People playing music and people singing good.
Like Covenant
Let's go
was a
to
church, not Covenant.
South
All
Cleveland
preachers
Church
are
of God.
different anyway.
Cornerstone was one I
Yeah,
want to
you're
check
never
out,
gonna-
but their music
All preachers
is
are
on
different
for
anyway, I don't
ever.
Yeah.
South Cleveland Church of God, son, is lit in there.
Is it?
That's the ones that are knocking them down, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
You're never going
It
to agree
is.
100% with the preacher.
No.
anyway. No matter, like it does